Hello and welcome back to All Chat, a talk show where we cover all things League of Legends. It's a monthly show if you forget the month of February. I'm Kangas and I'm joined by River, Eyla, and FBI. How's it going, everybody?
Not bad, not bad.
Good.
So a lot's happened since the last time that we had one of these episodes, between getting first seed, going to Brazil, a little bit of an off season here. But what mostly we're going to talk about is things that happened off camera, because everyone saw the games, but I want to hear what it was like behind the scenes for y'all. So let's start with first seed. FBI, what was it like getting first seed going into the playoffs?
Obviously it felt nice, but again, split was really short, you know. First seed meant winning 2 best ofs, I think. We played, or maybe we played 3.
2 best of 3s and then a best of 1, basically.
Oh yeah,
for the tiebreaker. Yeah.
So obviously it always feels good to come first in the regular season, but you know, playoffs is all that matters in the end.
I think a lot of players have that mentality, but I think it was still a cool win to celebrate for the team. Eyla, let's get your thoughts on first seed. Was that like something that you thought was possible? I know that your side of the bracket, you had to go through Team Liquid, which was I think a lot of people expected them to be better, but you made quick work of them.
I would say it's not too surprising. I always thought us as a team, we can always reach that point where we can get first seed. It's just like, will we do it? Like how consistent we are, or like how will we show up on stage? And I think in those 2 weeks of regular season, we showed up. So it was definitely like a reasonable possibility for us.
River, what were your thoughts on the format? Because it was a very short split, right? It was only, like they're saying, 2 weeks to take that first seed.
I don't think first seed like matter that much, but like it felt good. We are first seed, so that's it.
It was also Fearless. So was this your first time experiencing Fearless drafting?
Yeah.
Yeah? What'd you think? First impressions of Fearless draft?
I'm jungle player, but I don't wanna see Azure Corki in mid lane every game. So I really like Fearless draft.
Okay. It felt like it was a strength of 100 Thieves, because your champ pool is pretty big, Quid's champ pool is pretty big. Eyla, did you think that was a buff for 100 Thieves overall to have Fearless drafting?
Yeah, I think it's a buff. I think we don't like a lot of meta champions. So like maybe we'll leave it up one game and like lose to it, and then hopefully next part of the series we can play our champions. So yeah, it's good.
Okay, a little preview maybe to a question I'll ask about what happened in Game 1 of Finals versus Team Liquid. But FBI, let's get your thoughts to wrap up Fearless drafting, because a lot of people are saying they want it to stay, they want it to be a more long-term thing. What are your thoughts from a player perspective?
It's just more fun, you know. At the end of the day, it's just more fun to be able to play more champions, show you know, different team comps. I think everyone finds it kind of boring when it's the same 3 champions, 1, 2, 3, same bands. So yeah. I've been enjoying it, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we get more of it in the future. I think that'd be really cool. A lot of the community's talking about that. But I want to talk now about, you know, LTA North aside. You were the first seed coming in, representing the North, but then you flew all the way to Brazil and had another 2 weeks of play there. So again, kind of things that we didn't get to see on screen. First off, what was the travel like? Personally, for me, I'm so about flights. Taking off is fine, flying is fine, but anytime I'm landing, I freak out. Or do we have people, like, how do we feel about flying?
Don't really enjoy flying. I'm kind of the opposite to you. Like when we're landing, I'm like, feel like, oh shit, we finally made it.
Okay.
And when I'm in the air and then there's turbulence, I'm like, oh fuck, like this could be it. But I know that all the risk comes in the takeoff and the landing. It's just when I'm in the air and it's like shaking and shit, I'm like, oh fuck it. I don't like flying. So
Yeah, no, I was just about to say, it's always most dangerous when you just take off and land. But also, we're flying in some like very troubling times right now.
Are you just thinking of all the
There's
news
a lot
headlines
of accidents
flashing?
going on, and like I think everyone in the team was scared, but like you don't want to be flying right now. There's too much stuff going on. It's very dangerous.
Were you on a Boeing? Did you look? Every time I get on a
Yeah,
flight, I look at the plane. Yeah.
I try to live in ignorance and hope.
I don't mind flight, but recently there's so many like flight accident. So like I was so scared.
Out of everybody on the team, who do you think flies the most? Because I mean, flying the flight from Korea is a pretty long flight to get to the States. So I imagine it would be you for the longest total. But I guess Australia is also a long flight. Yeah.
I think Australia might be longer, no? It's like 15.5 hours.
15? Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, so I want to hear the story from when you first landed to then like getting to the first scrim. What was that like, Eyla? Just like timeline wise, how much time did you have to get prepared?
Yeah, so I think we landed in the morning sometime. But our schedule for the day was basically we land in the morning, and then on the same day we'd have scrims at like in the afternoon or something like that. So at least for me, I slept on the flight for the majority of it, so couldn't sleep when I came there. So I came and I think I was the only one who was like leveling up my account or like getting the 10 normal games out of the way so I could play ranks. But I think everyone else went to sleep and then showed up to scrims like an hour before.
So what was energy levels like then going into the first series? Do you feel like you had time to get accustomed to the time zone change?
Yeah, I would say I had time to get adjusted to the time zone, just not Brazil in general. I think, the hotel that we were in, it's really hot and humid in Brazil, so it's kind of hard to sleep at night unless you put the aircon on. But the aircon in the hotel is like really bad. Like every time I put the aircon on and I wake up, I feel like pretty shit. So it's kind of pick your poison. Either you don't sleep at night or you wake up and you like kind of caught a cold, you know? So that was probably the hardest part of getting adjusted. Yeah.
Similar experiences over here. River, like, was it tough at night?
Air conditioner was so bad. And then like room is too hot. When I turn on air conditioner, I got sick.
How bad sick are we talking? Like, did everybody get sick? I hear that was actually a pretty common experience. Eyla, did you get sick?
I think River and maybe Snipes were like the first who got sick.
Okay.
And then I think I was sick for 1 or 2 days. But I couldn't tell if it was the aircon or if I caught it off them. For like 3 days, I was like, oh shit, like what's gonna happen? But I think it was the aircon.
Okay.
So after a few days, I was fine.
Well, let's get into the conversation about the first weekend then, because first weekend happens, you're up against Pain Gaming, and FBI, this might be a newer experience for you, but the two of you, last time you went up against a South American team at Worlds, it didn't go super hot. So let's hear from the two of you first. Were there any nerves, River, going into that first match against Pain Gaming? Like, we cannot let it happen again.
I didn't nervous, but I knew Titan was really good player. So, but like I didn't think we're gonna lose this team.
How concerned were you when Sniper got solo killed by Titan?
I knew that was pretty bad for a game. 'Cause I think we did a good job burning his flash. I forgot how we did it, but Varus had no flash against Cassante. And Cassante should like destroy Varus, right? Like Cassante flash. We were watching it. All Cassante has to do is flash Varusy. Because if he flashes Varusy, then he doesn't get the 3 procs and reset his Q. So it's like really free 1v1. And then when it failed, like Varus getting hit is pretty rough. It was unfortunate, but honestly, I don't think we're gonna lose anyway.
Were there any other points in the games though where there was like a moment where you had to keep mental and get everyone back on the same page?
I mean, for sure. Like if you watch that series, I think we did a lot of random stuff. I think we died 2v2 and then like just died at random moments, sieging turrets or something. Things that shouldn't happen happened. And because of that, it was like we had to reset our mental and get back into it. So yeah, there were a lot of messy moments and losable moments, but we held it together.
Hey, you got the 2-0. You held your heads high. FBI, I want to get your thoughts because you're the new addition to the team since last Worlds, where R7 was able to get that upset over 100 Thieves. So what was your focus going in as a veteran player on a roster with a couple of younger players on it too? Were you like, what do you think your role was in keeping everybody on the same page?
Nothing in particular, I would say. I mean, I don't really think about all that stuff. Just kind of play the game and whatever the game needs, you know.
Well, let's talk about your experience then overall with 100 Thieves as one of the newest members to the organization. What do you feel like your role is on the roster right now outside of, that specific series?
To right click.
That is the most 80k response I think you could possibly hear.
I don't know. I don't want to say I have to fill any like certain role. I think I just try to bring good energy to the team whenever I can, and good team needs good players and trust. That's it.
All right, well, let's pull a number of fingers out of 5. How much energy does FBI bring to the team? River? You don't have to show them if you don't want to. You can just show me in the camera. Ayla, you're doing this too. Ayla, let's see your fingers. How many fingers?
Out of what?
Out of 5.
If FBI is not sick, it's a 5. If he's sick, it's a 1.
Oh!
It depends which one we got.
Okay, so one other thing about the Pain series that I heard was, we didn't hear this that much on broadcast for that day, but how loud the crowd was. First off, what was it like playing in front of a Brazilian crowd, and what were the fans like?
It was pretty cool. Obviously, we're coming in as, the villains. They're the home team crowd, so I actually really enjoyed it. I think it was a nice experience, like, funnily enough, to get booed. It was like a different kind of experience, and just the passion from the Brazilian fans was, nice to see. So I enjoyed it personally.
Did it give you fire hearing the booze?
That was nice for sure. I think the stadium was smaller than in America,
Okay.
but they were louder than American fans, so that's pretty fucking nice. Except they were against us. It was pretty hype the first time we like experienced it against Spain, and I think just for me, it probably got me more stressed because I was like, yeah, like we're gonna fight back, and like I was pretty stressed in that series. I was like, guys, what the fuck, like, what's going on, you know? Because I really wanted to win, and like having the crowd against us puts you in that like, like, you know, that fight or flight experience. So yeah, I just say for me it was pretty stressful the first series, but as the other two series went on, I handled it.
I like that energy, but like they boot us so hard, and then like Titan added us in tournament server, and then he said, "Oh, sorry about that" or something. So like, oh, this guy's so nice, something.
Trying to make us let our guard down.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told the boys, watch out. We're still killing this motherfucker.
Does anybody on your team type very much? I feel like you don't have a lot of typers. Like Sniper's probably the one that would type the most, right?
Sniper types a lot.
Only sniper.
Only Sniper? FlyQuest was your next opponent. Bwippo, a big talker as well. And FlyQuest, a lot of expectations for them coming in. Let's talk first about the big drama that happened, which was the first seed team, 100 Thieves, versus FlyQuest, the third seeded team. But still, a lot of expectations. Felt like it was, higher for FlyQuest than for you guys. Was there a chip on your shoulder at all going into that series? FBI, let's start with you. Did you feel like you had to perform better because you were against FlyQuest?
Personally, not at all. I think at the end of the day, like I think it's kind of fair. Like I said before, 2-week regular season. FlyQuest had just taken Gen G to 5 games, won the previous split. So I don't think it's unfair to say that they were, quote unquote, the best team coming into the playoffs. They also had a better showing, I would say, against the Brazilian team that they versed. I don't remember who they played. And we knew that FlyQuest is like a really good team as well. But that being said, I don't think we were going in like, oh shit, like we're worse than FlyQuest. Like I think I've said before that I think the top 4 in NA were pretty close. So any team could have really taken it. It just depends on the day.
Any extra expectations or pressure on yourself knowing you're against like the reigning champs FlyQuest?
At a certain point, you get used to it, and you're like, you just kind of go about your day and play. So I'd say we're just inconsistent. So if we show up playing good, we'll win. If we show up playing bad, we'll lose.
Do you think it would affect your mentality if you were the favorites? Because, I mean, you're saying you're always almost like the underdog with the rosters that you're on. What if people start to expect, oh, Eyla's going to pop off?
I mean, just for me, if you don't value those opinions, then it doesn't really matter, like what they say anyway. So I don't think it changed too much for me.
All right, you hear that, everybody? Eyla does not value your opinion. Just keep that in mind. River, you were up against Inspired for that series. What's it like playing against Inspired as the jungler?
Usually Inspired full clear GOAT. I don't want to lose camps to him. And then I heard they went for like studio before 2 days. So like they are egoing us. So I really want to win against them.
Did you do anything different?
Not really, but I just want to win these guys. So
Just
like
means more.
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, you did win. You were able to take him down. It proved that the first seed was not a fluke, because that was the one team that you hadn't faced in the North, right? You faced all the other teams represented
Of the
except for
top 4,
FlyQuest.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool that you actually got to prove, no, we are, we earned that first seed. We are better than FlyQuest. And then that goes into the finals, which was versus Team Liquid. I think that was a surprise. Were you guys surprised? Let's start with actually River. Were you surprised that Team Liquid was in the finals with how Umpty had been playing?
We screamed against Team Liquid. Umpty was usually bad, right?
Yeah, even in the scrims?
Just on stage.
Oh, okay.
But like Umpty's playing good in scrims.
So that's kind of what you were expecting to face off against in the finals, is
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
hearing.
yeah.
Interesting.
In the moment, I thought it was going to be C9. And then in hindsight, Team Liquid had their own facility. They weren't living in the hotels that everyone else was living at. We couldn't play solo queue after 10 a.m. So after 10 a.m., we'd have to go back to our hotel. And we'd be there for like 5-6 hours because we had a later schedule than normal. And in the meantime, Team Liquid had their own room, like own hotel to sleep at, own facility they can play for as long as they want, and like
Their own chefs, that's all.
own chefs. Fuck, they had everything. Yeah.
Wow.
So in hindsight,
Favoritism.
They definitely had a big advantage, so it was likely we're gonna verse them.
That's crazy. How much does that factor in FBI? Because you've traveled a lot for international events. You've been in a couple of finals before. How much does that extra stuff? Because again, the fans don't see that, right? All they see is the games. But how much does that really affect like your ability to perform on the day? Having the full meals prepared, having like extra practice time, stuff like that.
I mean, obviously it depends on the circumstance. Like, I think if we had a better condition, and like, I think the hotel, like I said before, was pretty bad, and everything for the rest of us was bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like for the other 3 teams, the conditions weren't great. But I think if the conditions were more even, like our setup was better and some of our stuff was better, then the advantage that they have wouldn't be as dramatic. I would say they had a pretty big advantage too. At the end of the day, you don't want to be like a sore loser. I think
Sure, yeah.
they obviously played better than us, and they were ramping up throughout playoffs as well. So don't want to take anything away, but it has to be like said that it is
Yeah.
pretty
Our-
pretty big advantage. Yeah.
FBI can be humble. I'll be the sore loser. Team Liquid only won because they had extra facilities and extra food. And that's the Kangas stamp of approval for 100 Thieves right there. Eyla, I actually want to go back to you because I realized something, that this was your first finals that you got to play in you know, tier 1 professional. You of course won multiple times in the academy system with Jan, who then you got to face off against in finals. But what was that like, you know, being on the stage for finals?
Is OS considered T1?
Ooh.
Not anymore.
Ooh.
I've been in 2 finals in OS.
Okay, fair enough. Well, okay, let's start with that then. So this is your first final since being in OS. Was there any difference in kind of like the scope or in your mentality going into this finals compared to when you were back home?
I mean, I'd say leading up to the finals, it was like the rough week, right, where everyone thought they were sick. I wake up like 3 times that week at 6 a.m. and for like 6 hours, I tried to go back to sleep and I couldn't. And like the night before finals, I also did the same thing. I woke up at 6 and couldn't go back to sleep. I tried for like 6 hours and I just gave up and showed up.
Well, let's go over what you let through in draft. It was Ziggs for mid lane. It was Ezreal for Jan, one of his best champions. Was that the Sejuani game or the Maokai game? I don't remember. Maokai game for jungle, one of Umti's best champions. I think it was Cassante top lane. And yeah, there were just a lot of pocket picks that seemed like you let through. So who wants to go first on game 1 draft?
I got a lot to say that. So,
Okay.
I mean, leading up to the week, we didn't know who we were going to face, right? So we were just preparing for FlyQuest. And I think with a lot of draft disagreements leading up to Team Liquid, I think me and Vic, because we banned like what? We banned triple ADCs. And they banned Kalista.
And Talia.
Oh, we banned 2 ADCs for Kalista. Then we banned Talia for Kalista. And then they just banned Kalista away, right? And we picked Skarner. Our success on Skarner hasn't been that great.
Yo, you can't say that.
Well, okay, what's your win rate on Skarner? Do you know?
100%.
100%.
Almost like 10%.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
Okay, all right. Point stands.
yeah, so I think with a lot of disagreements on drafts, and then we banned Hui instead of Ziggs, so and we messed up there.
We just completely griefed game 1 draft. It was actually crazy.
At least it's fearless.
Okay, at least that one he's not in the room, but we can blame Golden Glue on that one, right? All hands raised, blame Golden Glue. Okay, we're gonna blame Golden Glue on that one.
Honestly, the draft at the end of the day wasn't like that bad
Okay.
on paper, like 5 versus 5, but just, you know, the context of everything, him like AP being really good leagues,
Yep.
impact Cassante, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But
How were you trying to like prepare for game 2 then?
our mental was fine going to game 2, and like you said before, we did get a lot of their strong champions out of the way in game 1, even though we weren't exactly planning for that, I would say. I don't know, just going to game 2 and then talk about game 2 draft, what we did wrong in game 1, and just carry on.
River, what was it like just now 5 minutes ago hearing your teammates flame your Skarner? I realized I never went back to that. I want to give you a chance to defend yourself.
To be honest, my scanner is pretty bad. I still don't think scanner is good champ.
Oh, you blame the champ. Yeah, it's the champ that's the issue. Yeah.
And my scanner is just bad, sorry.
Why do you think Skarner's bad, actually? Let's dig into this.
Shit champ. And so slow for clear. And easy to dodge. Scanner E when you have hands.
After a loss, you really learn a lot about yourself and what it's like. FBA, let's start with you, because you've been on the final stage before. You've won and you've lost. What was this loss like for you, and how did you kind of like react to it after the moment?
Yeah, I guess I'm a veteran of the game now. I didn't really have too many emotions after the series. Again, I'll preface, I think that this final didn't really feel like a final. Like, there's no big crowd, there's no stadium, and those things matter a lot to me in terms of the emotions that I feel after I win or a loss. But it's just funny because I've been 0-3 now in 3 finals. Every time enemy 80 carry gets MVP, so I think I'm the problem. I'm the problem for sure. It's always a quick 0-3. Enemy ADC's looking like fucking Gumayushi out there. Like, sorry, my bad, guys.
Okay, all right, yeah. We like a humble king. But you got MVP for the semifinals, right? Or maybe was it you or Quid?
I think Sniper got it, no?
Sniper.
Oh, I think it's Snipe.
Oh,
Snipe
yeah.
did it, yeah.
Oh, Snipe got. Okay, all right. Well, we'll
Sniper
get you an
popped
MVP
off.
at some point. We'll
I
play
got it. The one that I won on NRG.
Oh, there we go. Okay, like that.
Pat myself on the back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was just pretty frustrated after the finals. But I was telling everyone, like, if we win, we gotta say it's like it matters. The final matters. But since we lost, like, the final doesn't matter. It was a fake one, so
it's just one split,
Yeah, we're coping.
Yeah, for fun split, absolutely.
It feels bad and sad, but like I don't wanna fly to Korea anyway, so at least no flight anymore. So
Okay. Yeah,
it's like it's good.
you lost for the hate of flying. We'll say that was intentional then.
Yeah.
It was actually really good that we lost because when I got back from Brazil, I actually got really sick.
Oh.
I actually just recently recovered from being really sick, so
Oh.
it would have been pretty fucked. Because I probably would have gotten everyone else sick, and I think we would have just been fucked. So.
Well, I'm happy you're feeling better. Yeah, for all of these reasons, what was it? Okay, so finals doesn't matter. You didn't want to fly, and FBI would have gotten everyone sick anyway. So yeah, I like that. River, I want to ask you something because during the final, let's just call him out right now. Sniper said something maybe he wasn't supposed to, but he mentioned that he wanted to win for you because of the potential of military service retirement. We're hearing some things about that, so I wanted to give you a chance to talk about that. Where are you at in your focus on the pro career, and do you think this could be your last year playing competitive?
Could be, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
So army is not on my hands, so like up to Korea. So I don't know why Sniper said that.
Wanted to sound cool.
When he played Oren like that. So I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, he says he wants to win for you, and then
Yeah, he played
into the
like
game.
that bastard.
Well, we hope that it works out and that we can keep you around for sure. I mean, that's pretty much it from the finals. Then you travel back. You've been here for a little bit, and what's it been like having the little break? Do you feel like it's been helpful as you get prepared for Split 2? Hey, let's start with you. Do you feel like you're refreshed and you're ready to get back into competitive?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the split was like very short, so I don't think anyone was like tired or anything after that split. So I don't know, it's just some sort of mini vacation for us.
Speaking of the new split starting up soon, there were rumors going around, and now it's looking like it is going to happen, of the change going forward globally for Fearless sticking around, presumably changes to Split 2 for LTA because, best of ones we saw in Europe, it didn't really satisfy that itch for Fearless. So, FBI, are you excited for the change of Fearless sticking around?
Yeah, said it multiple times. Fearless is just better in every way, I would say. So I think everyone is happy with the change.
What do you think, you learned about Fearless Draft? Like what lessons can you take from Split 1 into Split 2?
You have to play more champions in scrims, not only like same champ, like Sejuani Maokai. So I gonna play like something weird champions more in next scrims. So I can't wait for scrims.
I think since Fearless is staying around, TL's draft plan going into playoffs was pretty good because they were willing to leave up Kalista Skarner and trade it overtime, which were like almost like perma-banned everywhere else in the world. And I think being able to do that stuff and like being more practiced gives you like a such big draft advantage because obviously we struggle to deal with it.
I don't know if I learned anything about Fearless. Like, I mean, Fearless is Fearless. Hopefully, the coaches do a better job next final that we're in, and we'll leave it at that. But I'm excited that lane swaps are finally removed. That's gonna be fun. I think playing 2v2 is always more fun than running top and stacking a wave and tower, zoning top laner.
Yeah, that was a big change that happened, and that's more recent as of this recording. Have you gotten much time to like practice with the new change of like top lane turret, just one-shotting champions for like the first 3 minutes?
Well, we haven't scrimmed yet, and in solo queue, there's rarely any lane swaps.
Sure.
And obviously now there's not going to be any lane swaps in solo queue, so yeah, not really.
But you're excited for the prospect of at least stopping the initial lane swaps.
For sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. All right, well, that's it for all the talking points that we have for today. So now we're going to transition and play some League of Legends GeoGuesser. And we are ready for League of Legends GeoGuesser. We have Eyla starting off here. I have 60 seconds on my phone. You have 60 seconds to guess as many as you can. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, put the timer up. 3, 2, 1, go.
Do top side Nexus. Yeah, there.
Topside Nexus, okay. Does not look like it's right. Okay, keep going.
Red buff bot side.
Red buff. That looks about right.
Okay.
Oh, it was Krugs. Okay. Keep going, keep going.
Oh, red side brush here.
Yeah, that looks like it. Cool. Okay, 1 point. 1 on the board. 30 seconds.
Here, behind blue buff.
Behind blue buff. Hey, 2 points. 2 points.
Here.
Wow! I wasn't sure about that one. 3 points. Okay, 13 seconds.
FF.
Oh.
Here. No, it's not, but just do it.
No. 4 seconds. Last one. Go, go, go.
Here. Oh, I don't know that one.
Did not get it. Okay, so that was 3 points, I think. So you got
Not
3
bad,
total
actually.
at the
Not
end.
bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, that side of the map is your thing, the blue buff area.
Yeah.
So hard.
You got a lot of
You
the
don't
ones on the
see-
bottom side. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, who wants to go next? River, you ready?
You want?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, FBI's got it. All right, FBI, you have 60 seconds on the clock. Go. New trees. Oh, that one's tough. He's taking his time. He's thinking. Ooh.
Yeah. No.
Oh, is
Let's
that?
just lock it in quickly.
Lock it in. Oh, it was far away anyways. Okay, next one. Oh, what the?
What?
This is not on the map.
It's like, yeah.
Oh.
That's pretty close to what I would guess.
Okay. Oh, very close. 30 seconds.
That's not fucking easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up a bit.
Okay, let's see it. There's a point. Perfect. Okay, 15 seconds.
Bro!
What?
Quick. Blue Nexus.
Nexus?
Nexus.
You fucked up.
That's
What?
it. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Wait, what? Oh no, he's throwing.
Okay.
No.
In the brush.
That'll be close enough.
Close enough.
Okay.
Okay, we'll take it, and that's time right there. I'm gonna give you the point for that one.
Yeah.
So that's 2.
2.
2 points. You went Nexus.
Yes, I'm an ADC. I didn't look at the map.
2 points for FBI, 3 points for Eyla. River, you gotta get 4 to take it and win the prize. You think you can do it?
You're jungle rain. Yeah,
Of course. All right. Junglers should be good at this, right? Theoretically.
This is like a jungle game.
This is basically a jungle game. All right, River, you have 60 seconds on the clock. Go. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in the river.
Ooh, that's good actually.
That's it. Perfect. Okay, one more.
Shit.
Oh. Yeah.
In blue buff?
Yeah.
Whoa! Yeah. Okay. All right.
Look at that.
That's 2 right already.
Yeah.
I think.
War.
Yeah. I can see it.
Wow.
That's 3 in a row.
Wow.
30 seconds left, by the way.
Bush. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, that's
you got it,
correct,
you
that's
got it.
Yeah. We'll give it to you.
I think
So that's
it's already
4.
And
24 seconds.
How's Riv getting?
Oh, okay. No. That one's wrong. You still got 4 right. That's the first one he's gotten wrong.
It's on top.
Yeah. Where is this?
It's already wild.
Where's the little? Yeah. At this point, it's a victory lap. He already got 4.
He destroyed. Oh!
No, that's crazy. Okay, 1 second left. That's time. But if you can get this
Mid
last
lane,
one, I'll
mid
tell
lane,
you.
mid lane, mid lane, mid lane.
Let's see. Does he get it? He already won. Oh, okay.
He's doing good.
That
In the
was-
jungle. In the
Jungle
jungle.
get,
lane.
jungle get.
5 and
shit.
60 seconds, a 6 at the very end. Well done, River.
Thank you.
Well done. All right. Do you want to say anything to your fellow competitors?
Oh, you guys so bad.
All right. Well, that means River. Congratulations, you are the winner of the prize here. Oh, just throw it. Okay. Well, the sword fell off. Maybe you can get that back on. But here you go. A little
you,
yone
thank you.
for you. Congratulations. There's your trophy. Everyone, a round of applause for River. River, you have that camera right there. What's your acceptance speech?
That game was too easy for me. GG guys. Good game.
Good
It
game.
should have been like us two together versus, you know what I mean? He's a jungle main.
Ooh.
No, we would have still lost. Yeah, hit 6.
Well, yeah, then we would have tested your synergy as a bot lane. Do you agree with where it is or not? Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that's going to do it for all chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Eyla, FBI, and River for competing and also chatting with us. Make sure that you tune in to the next episode. We'll see you then.